And especially coming from a band of System of a Down. I mean, so much of their music is about fighting injustices. I'll give you a bloody injustice, System of a Down. 200, 300 quid a ticket is a justice. That's what an injustice is. I don't know about you guys, but you're getting a bit sick and tired of these stadium-sized bands just absolutely ripping us off for ticket prices. Last week, you had System of a Down announce gigs all over Europe. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, well, you know, that's going to be out of my price range. It's going to be absolutely extortionate prices. And lo and behold, I go on the website, 140 quid a ticket. I mean, that is also for like a ticket right at the back of the stadium, right at the top. If you want to go anywhere near the stage, you're talking £300 a ticket. When did that become a thing? When did that become, like, I know, you know, I'm not an idiot. Inflation, all this stuff is going on. I know that it's probably extortionately priced to rent the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for one night. I understand staffing, pyro, staffing, all these things are extortionately priced. But £200-300 a ticket? I mean, when did that become a thing? This is a phenomenon in the last couple of years, isn't it? Or the last sort of 5 years, especially with dynamic pricing, where basically they can just charge whatever the demand is, just increase the price for more demand. It's mental. And there seems to be this epidemic of bands that basically just piss off for a period of time. We've seen it with Oasis. We're seeing it now with System of a Down. And then when they come back, they charge extortionate prices. Like System of a Down's last gig in London, in the UK, of their own show was 2015. They were charging £45 a ticket. 10 years later, they piss off for 10 years. And now they charge, what, 4-5 times that amount? How do they justify that? Have they got 4-5 times better? No, I bet if you went back and saw them in 2015, it was probably a much better gig. Have they released any new music? Have they got larger in scale? Are they a bigger band in the last 10 years? No. Basically, they just pissed off for 10 years and now they're back and they're charging this extortionate amount. And this is the other thing. I guarantee they were much better in 2015. I saw I'm a System of a Down fan. I love System of a Down. I'm lucky enough that I saw them numerous times in their prime. The last time I saw them, though, was in 2017 at Download Festival, when I wasn't the only person that thought this. I thought they were awful. Maybe that's a bit harsh, not awful, but they just didn't feel like they wanted to be there. Serge in particular was just sort of just standing at the microphone in a hoodie, just going through the motions. That's what it felt like.
Everybody living now. Everybody come. Everybody living now. Everybody suck. Everybody living now. Everybody cry.
This is the point that I'm getting at. When you see these sort of legacy bands come back that haven't played for years and charge extortionate tickets, you're not seeing them at their prime. You're not seeing them at their very best. Now, I also understand that there's a massive audience out there that have never seen System of a Down. You know, one of the things that I absolutely love when I go to Download Festival is when I see teenagers wearing Metallica t-shirts, Korn t-shirts. Download this year is the prime example. Korn were playing. The amount of teenagers that I saw over the weekend with Korn t-shirts that were going to see Korn for the first time and was so excited. And I get that, you know, I'm lucky enough to be the age that I saw System of a Down in Brixton Academy back in 2002 or whatever, Toxicity Tour. I saw them in their prime, but there's lots of people that have never had the opportunity to see them that have got into System of a Down over the last 10 years, which to me, even more so, means don't rip them off. Don't rip them off. I mean, talking of Download, it actually makes you think how reasonably priced a ticket to Download is, actually. It's 350 quid, is it? I think the last time I bought a Download ticket. And I saw Korn, I saw Green Day, I saw Sleep Token, I saw Kitty, I saw Hatebreed, 20 other bands. You know, when System of a Down, just System of a Down, are charging pretty much 200-300 quid for a ticket, it's actually a pretty good price, isn't it? But there are so many fans out there that have never seen System of a Down, that are dying to see System of a Down, and this is what I'm saying, even more reason to not rip them off. And especially coming from a band of System of a Down. I mean, so much of their music is about fighting injustices. I'll give you a bloody injustice, System of a Down. 200, 300 quid a ticket is a fucking injustice. That's what an injustice is. And it just makes me sick. And also now you've got these VIP packages. Golden Circle. When did this become a thing? This is a thing that's come about in the last 5 years. The Golden Circle. So basically you need to pay double your ticket price to be close to the stage. It used to be, if you were dedicated enough to get yourself first in line, get yourself down to the front, you got a spot right at the front. But now you got to pay double the price to get to the front of the stage. It makes me sick. And this is why now, I mean, maybe I'm just getting an older grumpy man. But as soon as I see stadium bands now, I just don't bother. It's just, it doesn't do it for me like a smaller venue now. I much prefer trying to see bands in their prime in smaller venues. You know, I'm lucky. I do appreciate the fact that I'm lucky. I live in Brighton. I'm lucky that I have 20 odd bands every single weekend going on in this town that I can go and see. Last week I saw Nova Twins play in a record store for 15 quid and they signed an album. I got an album for 15 quid. I got to see them and I met them. Shortly afterwards I saw the Hives in the Concord. 15 quid a ticket. I actually saw the Hives twice because the demand was so great for that 800 capacity venue that they put on an early show as well. So I saw them at 4 o'clock, I saw them at 6 o'clock as well. But these are the sort of gigs that I'm much more excited for now. And there's loads of them. You can go and see bands in medium-sized venues for anything from 15 to sort of 40 quid. And that experience to me is far greater than spending 200-300 quid to see System of a Down that are not going to be at their prime. And the same with Metallica. I mean, I'm a huge Metallica fan. And again, I've been lucky enough to see Metallica in their earlier years. I saw them at Download a couple of years ago when they done their 2-nighter. And, you know, they were good. They were good, but... you're not getting these guys at their prime. And, you know, Lars was just making so many mistakes. I mean, it's laughable now, isn't it? They seem to have slowed down their songs considerably, I notice. Yeah, it's not the same as seeing a younger band in a smaller venue that are in their prime with energy and excitement. I've got no interest in seeing these. And just the extortionate cash cow. I mean, Oasis are the prime example right now, aren't they? God, the amount of money they're making out of these shows. I mean, you know, granted, people, when I see them, they sound good. People are having a good time. But it's like the Adidas sponsorships that are going along with it. You know, they're not even just happy with the 200-300 quid tickets that they're getting for every single seat. But they got the extortionate amount of merchandise with Adidas. They are raking it in. And this is... we just get being taken for mugs now, aren't we? You know, that's why I'm just not going to stadium shows anymore. If I want to see these sort of stadium-sized bands, I'm going to get a ticket to Download. You know, I just said, you know, that 350 quid a ticket. I saw Korn. Korn would probably be one of these bands that would come and do a stadium tour at some point, right? And charge 200-300 quid a ticket. Go see them at Download. Go see Green Day at Download. They're another sort of band that would spend that at stadium. Anyway, I'm just babbling and getting a little bit old and grumpy now. Please give me your thoughts down below, guys. Are you going to see System of a Down? Have you spent that money to go and see them? Does it mean that much to you? I have seen, you know, I really do sympathise for those people that absolutely love System of a Down. Maybe they're a lot younger than me, that got into the band over the last 10 years where they haven't really been touring, never seen them. And, you know, it's worth paying 200-300 quid a ticket. And, you know, that's your money. You do what you want with it if it makes you happy. It just makes me sad that, you know, I know that the price of everything has gone up right now, but 200-300 quid a ticket, no, someone is getting extortionate amounts of it. It might not even necessarily be the band. It might be the bloody promoters and the ticket master and all these sorts of people that are actually earning the money from this. But someone is earning a serious amount of money from this. And it's not right, in my opinion. Anyway, till next time, take care.